taxpayers pay for yesterday's crimes.
Tomorrow, Aurora will hold a meeting to work on its urban camping ban. The overall ordinance went into effect yesterday, but the policies within the ordinance still need to be finalized before they go into effect. That is expected to happen during the meeting.
Summer watering rules are now in effect across the Denver metro, so that means for people in Denver, Aurora, Lakewood, and parts of Jeffco, you're not allowed to water lawns between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. In Castle Rock, water restrictions are in place from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, these restrictions are in effect through September.
If you live in Fort Collins, you might want to think about buying some reusable grocery bags. Up next, why you need these bags and what you need to know about the city's plastic bag ban.
Plus, all good recipes have a secret ingredient, but a new Colorado snack company has one that might make your skin crawl.
I'm meteorologist Stacey Donaldson. It's been a beautiful day here across the Front Range. We still have high fire danger down through southern Colorado and some strong thunderstorms for the southeastern part of the state with a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 o'clock. I'll let you know what big changes we'll see here in Denver over the next 24 hours coming up.
Welcome back. If you're grabbing groceries today in Fort Collins, remember to bring your own reusable bags. The city's so-called plastic ban goes into effect today. That means grocery stores will no longer provide plastic bags and you'll be charged 10 cents for every paper bag. The ban was approved by voters last year and is part of Fort Collins' goal to reach zero waste by 2030.
A Denver college student is turning heads with her new brand of healthy snack products.
And we could probably use healthy snacks around the newsroom here. The brand's goal is to be a more environmentally friendly snack, but as Denver7's Christian Lopez explains, an unexpected ingredient is behind it all.
I usually start with almonds, and these almonds are all organic and local, hand chopped.
A healthy snack with simple ingredients. That's the idea behind Claire Wetzel's illegal oats granola.
I only have about 6 to 8 ingredients. And compared to grocery store granola, other forms of protein, that's a lot better for you than having preservatives and emulsifiers and all of that unnatural stuff. And the next ingredient I usually put in is brown sugar, coconut shavings, cacao powder.
But the real magic ingredient?
This is mealworm powder.
It all started when Claire entered a sustainability pitch contest at her school, University of Denver.
I thought we can get insect powder into everyday foods, have an alternative source of protein to meat, and it's more environmentally friendly and actually a lot more healthy. And so I submitted that idea, got the grant, and that was the beginning. I've always had a passion for sustainability and being environmentally conscious.
All right, so I'm ready to try it. So what flavor is this?
This is the chocolate flavor.
Nice, okay, let's go for it.
All right.
Yeah, this is really good.
Thank you.
If you'd like to try it yourself, it's already on the shelves of one Denver grocery store, Co-op at First.
People are a lot more comfortable with it than I expected, and I thought I would have to do a lot more convincing.
Claire will also be selling at Highlands Farmers Market starting on May 22nd.
The most fun sales are the people who originally say no way, but then I am able to convert them, and then they love eating Ento granola.
Reporting in Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver7.
New newsroom snack. We're going to have it. All right. The Great Western Alpaca Show is wrapping up this afternoon. All weekend, they're so cute. These fuzzy animals and their breeders. I was talking about both the animal and the breeder. Oh, look, Wonder Woman there. She's so cute. They were taking over the National Western Complex in Denver. Now, the goal of this event is to support all of the people in Colorado in the alpaca industry and to educate owners on ethical and fair treatment of their animals. Not to mention, apparently, there was a costume show.
This is adorable. All right, speaking of animals, time is running out to sign up for the Denver Dumb Friends League's Furry Scurry. Prices to register for the event will go up after today. The Furry Scurry is back at Denver's Washington Park on May 7th. There are both in-person and virtual options, and you can sign up on furryscurry.org. Denver7 is a proud sponsor of the event.
Let's take a live look outside on this May Day, May 1st. The saying is April showers bring May flowers. We may also get some May showers to help out.
Look at all those clouds up there. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson joins us now. Stacey, we all have our umbrellas ready here.
Good. We'll need them, especially as we go through tomorrow morning. We're going to be having rain start tonight and lasting in through tomorrow. We have some snow up in the higher elevations. This is a look at Winter Park. This is our view from our Weston camera up in Westminster. And we have cloudy skies and a few scattered showers will be moving in throughout tonight. Our temperatures, though, have been in the 60s today for the Front Range, 70s for the Eastern Plains, with 50s and 60s for the High Country today. So it's been a warm afternoon, very close to where we should be this time of year. 65 degrees, our average afternoon high. 87 is the record set back in 1992. And as we go through the rest of tonight, we'll have a temperature of 60 degrees by 7 o'clock, 55 degrees by 9 o'clock, and 51 by 11 o'clock as that rain begins later into tonight and lasts through tomorrow with the passage of a cold front. It'll be moving through, so we'll have cooler air and rain on Monday, more rain showing up on Wednesday, and highs dropping into the 50s and 60s instead of those 60s we enjoyed throughout this weekend. So some cooler air, just be prepared for that to start our week. Our wind gusts, not too bad, but it's been a little gusty at times here. 24-mile-an-hour gusts in Broomfield, 33 at DIA, and 37 for Berthoud Pass, but a lot of wind down here through southwestern Colorado, where we do have a red flag warning in effect for high fire danger until 9 o'clock tonight. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch here for southeastern Colorado and a severe thunderstorm warning right around La Junta in Benton County, and that's in effect until 5:30. So a strong thunderstorm cell moving through this area. It's pushing off to the north and east, but we have a lot of lightning with that. So if you live in Lamar, expect some heavier showers to be moving through here in the next half hour or so. Off to our west, we have showers, rain and snow showers off to the foothills and the higher elevations. We'll see some rain moving in later on tonight. Tonight in Denver, our temperatures will be in the 50s through much of the night. As we get toward midnight, temperatures dropping into the 40s. Our official overnight lows expected to be in the upper 30s. So we'll have those temperatures in the 30s here for the Front Range, all the way up towards Sterling, but a big cool down coming for tomorrow. So as you go out the door tomorrow morning, those temperatures will stay pretty consistent here in the 40s as that cold front moves through tonight. Our high will only be 50 degrees tomorrow, with that rain affecting us throughout the morning and then tapering off later in the day. Now, if you're in northeastern Colorado, much cooler air, 30s for Sterling and Akron for those afternoons. afternoon highs. We have 60s to the south and then 50s and 60s in the mountains. It'll actually be warmer in the high country than it will here for the Front Range for our Monday afternoon. 50 at DIA tomorrow, 51 in Erie with 40s toward Fort Collins and into Greeley. We'll have 30s towards Sterling and also 30s up toward Winter Park and 45 for Estes Park. As for our futurecast, we'll see that rain here across the eastern plains. We'll see that as we go through tonight and tomorrow. This will be about 7 in the morning. We'll have the rain here for the Front Range and eastern Colorado with some snow in the high country. Once we get closer to lunchtime, this will move off to the east. We'll still have that really cold air in place for northeastern Colorado and could see some snow associated with this rain and snow moving on through. As for those temperatures, we'll have a break here on Tuesday. 62 will be our high, and then 58 on Wednesday. Showers likely here for our area, and then those 60s and 70s show back up in the forecast as we get to the end of the week and the weekend.
All right, thank you, Stacey. Money transfer apps are a convenient way to send cash, but they're also a convenient way for scammers to find victims.
Coming up, Contact Denver7 exposes a new scam targeting users of a popular banking app.
Tonight, Contact Denver7 is getting results for people targeted in a new scam.
That's right. Zelle is like Venmo. It allows you to send money directly to others online or through your phone. The only difference is it's owned by 4 major American banks.
And viewers are now reaching out to Contact Denver7 saying they have lost thousands of dollars through their bank app. We found some banks are now discreetly giving that money back.
I am a 2nd grade teacher.
Megan McDonald doesn't usually answer the phone during the school day, but when her bank kept calling last December,
The person said that they were a representative from Wells Fargo.
it felt like an emergency.
They asked if I or anyone had spent $3,000 on my account, which I told them no.
The caller walked her through protecting her drained funds using her Wells Fargo app.
And he had me search in my own name.
Through the popular Zelle platform, she transferred the money she thought to herself.
but it was actually to a scammer.
What does it mean to you to lose $3,000?
I mean, a lot. I'm a teacher. That is more than I make in a month. I had a hard time paying my mortgage that month. I mean, it's affected me financially a lot.
Contact Denver7 has learned
the money's gone.
she's part of a disturbing national trend.
Wiped my account out, had a zero balance.
Wells Fargo customers defrauded using Zelle with no protection. Even Congress taking note in this hearing.
The banks are well aware of these scams, but have done little to enhance Zelle's security or reimburse defrauded consumers.
In a statement to Contact Denver7, the operator of Zelle claims Zelle does not hold the funds and simply provides messaging between financial institutions. So Wells Fargo tells us criminals can spoof a caller ID number so it appears as if a call or text is from your bank, and it's working to raise awareness.
Now when you pull it up, it comes up with this scam alert.
Like this scam alert now on Wells Fargo's app. Too late for Megan, who tried for months to get her money back and now wants others to learn from her mistakes and her banks.
Why did you reach out to Contact Denver7?
I am, trying to do what's right. Just because their security isn't strong enough, we're getting punished for that or penalized, just doesn't make sense.
All right after that interview, Megan texted and said Wells Fargo put the $3,000 back in her account. Now, the bank would not tell us why, in her case, they are refunding the money, but national reports show that is happening more and more often as more victims come forward.
And to give you some context, it's unclear exactly how many Americans have been impacted by scams through Zelle. That's because the company doesn't publicly report it, but 2 U.S. senators are now trying to change that. Last week, Senators Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts and Bob Menendez of New Jersey sent a letter to Zelle's parent company. They asked what steps it's taking to protect consumers from scams. Now, right after that, both senators, who are on the Senate Banking Committee, questioned the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
I'm certainly aware of the complaints. The fraud has gotten more egregious that we're seeing through P2P payment transfers. It's something we're highly attuned to.
Senators Warren and Menendez also want Zelle to outline how it chooses which customers will receive refunds if they're scammed.
Now, going even deeper, there are ways to protect yourself and your money. Do not respond to calls or texts from what appears to be your bank. Scammers can easily spoof the caller ID and make it look legit. Reach out on your own using legitimate sources such as the number on the back of your debit card. Now, banks will not ask you to send money to yourself or anyone to stop fraud on your account. And remember, Zelle is immediate payment, just like cash, so it's gone when you send it over.
Better be careful. All right, after the break, underground gambling is happening all over Colorado. Denver7 goes undercover, exposing the hidden world of Colorado's so-called gray casinos.
Thanks so much for staying with us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Byron Wang.
I want to tell you, gambling is legal in Colorado, but only as long as casinos are located in one of 3 towns and follow some very strict guidelines.
And the truth is, casino gambling is actually happening all over Colorado as operators find ways to get around the state's betting rules.
This is crazy. Tonight, Denver 7 investigative reporter Jennifer Kovaleski takes us inside these so-called gray casinos as city after city tries to run them out of town.
It's happening behind closed doors.
Would you say these pay out better than the casinos?
Yeah. Hidden away in strip malls.
And if you kill something, you win.
Adult gaming arcades where you can win much more than prizes.
You just pay here, play here, you get paid here as well.
Get paid cash?
The lady last week was up to $13K.
Denver 7 investigates when undercover at locations across the Denver metro, each with a different way you pay to play. And the question many are asking, is this legal?
Can I get in trouble for paying?
No. The way we're set up here, it's legit.
At this one in Lakewood, you give them cash and a machine pays you out in cryptocurrency.
They make it legal by the crypto machine. Because what they give you then is crypto money, and then you go to that machine and turns it into American money.
This machine doesn't have anything to do with us. All we do here, we're just a third party.
And the bigger the fish, the bigger the amount of money. The more you bet, of course, the bigger the amount of money.
Don't get the wrong idea, you don't always win.
Others don't even mess with the crypto. They claim to offer cash for cash.
We will redeem it for you, pay you all cash over that register.
Do you win a lot? Yeah. How is this not gambling?
It's all predetermined winning and stuff. It's legit.
It certainly looks, feels, and acts like a casino.
We showed our undercover video to Aurora City Councilman Curtis Gardner.
It was pretty surprising. Certainly what it appeared in that video is gambling was taking place.
And here's the conflict. Colorado voters only approved gambling in 3 mountain towns, Blackhawk, Cripple Creek, and Central City. These adult arcades argue their games are different, apparently finding a way around the law.
Our skill tables, they're considered arcade tables.
But many of the games look a lot like slot machines.
I guess for the online games, I guess you could say it's kind of like casinos.
Some of the arcades also appear to have found a loophole in a state law passed in 2018. It banned gaming machines from paying out cash prizes, which is where that cryptocurrency comes into play.
These facilities are using casino-type slot machines, but they're using a different payout structure to kind of work around the state law.
Gardner says he's considering an ordinance in Aurora that would better regulate these so-called gray casinos.
To restrict and or completely prohibit these types of facilities in Aurora, because I think it's important that businesses operate on a level playing field.
Nearly 300 miles outside Denver, adult gaming arcades are also popping up on the western slope. This is police body camera video from a security check at one of those arcades. How would you describe the activity that goes on inside of these gaming arcades?
I would describe the activity almost exactly like a Las Vegas casino, just on a much smaller scale and with a lot less regulation.
Montrose Police Chief Blaine Hall shared body camera video of what his officers found. He says it's become a public safety issue.
We're a small community. To have shootings in our community, not just once at one of these places, but twice, and stabbings and burglaries, it affects how we do business.
Those serious crimes are what led City Council in Montrose to take action. It passed a temporary moratorium on new adult gaming arcades.
In the hopes that the state legislature would take a look at this issue and perhaps pass some regulations.
But it doesn't appear lawmakers will take it up this year, leaving local communities to take on the gray casino issue themselves.
It is a challenge for law enforcement because there is no clearly codified definition that really helps law enforcement determine how to handle it.
There's no consumer protections, there's no regulation.
Peggy O'Keefe represents Colorado's Gaming Association. Is this about protecting your monopoly on gaming?
It's not a monopoly, it's what the Colorado Constitution says. What games can be played, where those games can be played, how those games can be played.
O'Keefe says Colorado's gambling towns are playing by the rules.
They're providing games that are illegal outside the gaming towns.
My name is Jennifer Kovaleski. I'm an investigative reporter with Denver7. We asked to talk to a manager to get this arcade's reaction and perspective. There are city leaders who are actively trying to shut arcades like this down. What do you say to that? They didn't want to talk in front of our news cameras. but had plenty to say when our undercover cameras were rolling.
The higher you bet, the more you win.
Yeah, it can be addicting, but it's fun.
I would say it's a bigger problem than I expected. They're slot machines. They're things that I would expect to see at a regular casino.
We left our card, but never heard back from that arcade we visited. There are 2 complaints with the city of Lakewood against the business. We have also learned Denver SWAT helped the FBI raid another location earlier this year. The FBI could not confirm or deny an investigation. And as you just heard, the city of Aurora may soon be debating its own ordinance regulating or prohibiting these gray casinos. I'm Denver7 investigative reporter Jennifer Kovaleski.
Wow. All right. Still to come, a major problem with the popular SUV, why Ford is recalling 250,000 Explorers.
Plus, it's not something you'd expect to find behind your walls. What a Chicago couple discovered while renovating their home.
I'm meteorologist Stacey Donaldson. High fire danger still through southwestern Colorado while we have some strong thunderstorms and a severe thunderstorm warning near Lamar tonight, and a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock. We also have some big changes here for the Denver area in the next 24 hours. I'll let you know what those are coming up.
Up to 250,000 Ford Explorers are being recalled because of mechanical problems that can cause them to roll away while being parked. Affected models include the 2020 through 2022 Explorers, and that includes the hybrid models. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says owners will be notified by mail next month, and that all Ford dealers will fix this problem free of charge.
All right, this one's kind of interesting. A Chicago couple made a slightly terrifying discovery while renovating their home. They found a well-preserved bag of McDonald's fries from